Hello and welcome. I'm Elizibar. This is Vanity #1. I picked this up on a whim. I mean, the cover was kind of like striking, the red on well, the brighter red on the darker red. She looks imposing and scary and alluring all at the same time. Like, there's some stuff going on here, right? And I'm probably gonna have to censor like this for the YouTube thumbnail, which if you're thumbnail here, let's just do this. There, let's make the thumbnail her face. Beautiful. And you go from that on the cover to this in the interior. Now, there is one thing I do kind of like about this art. It looks kind of like, with all the lines and stuff, like a wood cutting, which that's kind of fitting for the source material because we're talking about Elizabeth Bathory. And I realize this is just like issue 1 and we're like telling her origin story or something. But I found the whole book just kind of tedious. Yeah, there you go. I guess that's my review. Now, there's a lot of these like really strict kind of like 9-panel layouts, and that's fine. And we start out with these two dudes out here to dig her body up from the graveyard because they're going to rebury her somewhere else because the villagers are like going to revolt if they don't or something. And so we go from that to her being born, to her childhood. Here she is, just having been baptized right there. Father's paying off the priest dude with silver. Priest dude's upset about that, and I don't even know, man. And we'll just stop here. I can't really like the part of the book that gets good is like right at the very end. And I can't show it to you because I feel like it's kind of spoilery for this issue. Also, there's like nudity and stuff in the scene too, so I can't show you that because YouTube rules. But here she is. She's like getting her new tutors or pedagogues. Pedagogy is the art of teaching children. In modern day terms, we just call them teachers, maybe tutors, depending on exactly what they're doing, you know. And so they're trying to teach her, how to write, how to spell, that kind of stuff. And there's a crack at the window. They look out the window, and some guards murder this lady who's a thief. Because the punishment for stealing, like a loaf of bread or whatever, is clearly death. I don't even think Draco went that far in his laws, man. Like, seriously, chill out. So she's dead, and you can kind of like tell there's like a morbid fascination with the character. Um, from the moment like she started interacting with other people, it's all going in one direction. And if you don't know who Elizabeth Bathory is, she's the countess in Hungary, I guess, who like killed people to bathe in their blood. Like that's Elizabeth Bathory. That's where we're going. So the art is pretty consistent. The style is like this. Every panel has pretty much the same quality as every other panel. Sometimes the art's kind of cool. There's a scene later on where she has like this vision, and that's like a really cool pop in the book. And honestly, I kind of wish more of the book just looked weird like that instead of this almost boring, prosaic whatever's going on in the rest of the book. Most of the writing is just kind of like it's there. We're going through like one episode after another in her life. Just here's a couple pages on this, here's a couple pages on this, because we're trying to go from her childhood to her marriage here in this issue. And it's okay. I found it a little bit on the boring side. You may have a different opinion. You probably should. But that's kind of how I felt about it. And I don't think I'm going to be picking up like issue 2. The artwork on the cover, dude, even just the back cover. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Where there's like an alternate cover, like right over here. Also looking great. Like the cover art promised something in the interior that is not in evidence. And the book, I think, kind of suffers by setting one expectation and delivering something else. If the cover had looked more like something you would see on like a classical edition of like Dr. Faustus or something like that, where we're not promising, in this issue at least, something like alluringly, I don't know what the right word is, alluringly salacious. That's what this cover promises. It promises something alluring, something salacious, something dangerous. And none of that's really in the book. And so the book set one expectation with the cover, and it didn't deliver on it. It set an expectation with the artwork that it didn't deliver on, from the cover to the interior. And then the writing just wasn't, I don't know what the right term is. It was kind of languid. The writing didn't feel like it was pushing us along, even though we were jumping from scene to scene, and the writing was clearly trying to push us along through her life. I am definitely not buying issue 2. But it wasn't horrible either. Like, if I had to give this a score, it'd be like, I don't know, a 5.5 out of 10 or something like that. Like, this is probably about average. You know? It's like you can read it and enjoy it for what it is. But you're not going to go, oh man, this was the best thing I've ever read. All right. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.